Okay, here's the project we're working on. It's a 68 Chevy C-10. As far as I know, it's got a 307 in it. Typical stuff around the... doesn't have a windshield. Now, it's been sitting in the field for about 30 years. Got the typical cab corners. The rocker doesn't look too bad on this side. Box isn't too bad. Oh, there's some rot down there. Got a bunch of junk in the trunk. It's got a bit of part storage space for a little bit. How's this side looking? Actually, this box side doesn't look too bad. Oh, that rocker's a lot less. Not as good as the other side. All right. I bet we can see daylight through there. Let's have a look. There's a little daylight back there. A little daylight up here. All right. As I said, this thing sat in the field for about 30 years now. Last sticker on the plate was 1984 that I could find. And that engine's locked up tight. Let's see what we can do with it. Hey everyone, today we're working on the 68 Chevy C-10. Now, she's a little rough around the edges and around the curves and, well, every place else, but that's not going to deter us. We're still going to try. So we're going to come around, I'll open up the hood, show you the old power barn. Okay, now this, as far as I know, I haven't run the numbers, has the Chevy 307 in it. Small block. If we can get it to turn, we should be able to get it to run. Usually that's the case with these old Chevs. Now, this engine was locked up tighter than a 1940s prisoner in Alcatraz. I even had to make my own special tool. You can see it down here. This does not have a center bolt. These were a pressed fit back in the day. And even if it did, you'd probably wreck the bolt and the threads and the crank if you did try to put as much torque on it as we did. Better thing to do is make yourself a little plate and use these 3 balancer bolts to hold it. You can put way more pressure on that, and for what we needed, we had to do it. We had a big bar on this, a snipe, and use the starter and all sorts of things, and this took days.
Move! No. Yeah, it is. I moved a bit.
To actually get this thing through, but we did. A lot of ATF in the cylinders and worked it a little bit at a time, got a little bit movement every day. We finally get it to crank over. We're going to show you that right now. Logan's going to get in there and he's going to see if he can crank this engine over. We'll show you the results of our days and days of work here. Sorry about the light, it's night and it's not that good. Go ahead, Logan.
2, 1.
Okay, hey, we got spark too. Do that again. Yeah, okay, well, we got sparks going on. We might be able to actually start this thing when we get some wires and some fuel down the carb. That or we'll start some fires. One or the other, we're not sure. Let's stick with it, see what happens. Come over this side. Oh, we should have been filming with the light on. That's better. Let's go crank it one more time. Good. All right. Okay, we're going to get back to work. We'll record some of that so you can see what we're doing. Okay.
These valve covers had 4 bolts, and I already got 3 out, so I'm just working on the last one right now so I can lubricate the rockers. And pro tip, watch your head, because I learned that the hard way.
Okay, good job, buddy. We got access to the rockers. I'm just going to get Logan to lubricate those up. We're just going to use some transmission fluid, just so there's something there, and the transmission fluid will actually help clean this up, lubricate things up a little bit, and flush out all the contaminants out, hopefully. We'll give it an oil change so that it's not running on all that stuff, and we'll see if we can get this thing running. Okay, well, we're gonna see if we can make this thing make some fire. Now, we only have these old spark plugs that came in it. I'm sure they're fine, they'll pass inspection. Actually, they don't look too bad. Let's take a look. But I don't know if they work or not, but we're gonna give it a go. Other thing, don't have the ignition wires. So I'm gonna use these ones from the Ford. Yeah, sacrilegious, I know, but we're gonna try to make these work. And yeah, I'm sure it'll pass inspection. Okay, now that we can actually turn the engine over, we've found top dead center of cylinder number 1. Here's cylinder number 1 here. We're going to set up the distributor and we're going to put the wires in. I've got all the plugs in except for that one. I left it out so I could see where top dead center was, and I confirmed it with my timing marks down here on the pulley. So let's get to it and get those wires on. Okay, I believe we got the wires routed correctly in the old Chevy 18435672 firing order. And now we're going to pour a little bit of the old burn the house down maker into the throat of the carburetor. We're not going to put too much in. Got the fire extinguisher over there on standby. The assistant will have to grab it if something happens. And we're going to see if we can make some excitement happen here. Just a little bit. That way if it does light off, you don't go for long. Let's see what we got. You ready, Logan?
Yep.
Neutral, here we go. Okay, well, we'll give it a little bit of break. So we're going to let the battery charge. See if we get any action out of this thing. I doubt we will, but you never know. Well, that's getting close. She almost fired up. Let's open the throttle a little bit. There. Fuel down the throat. Need fuel, buddy? Let's dump a little more in there.
I'm getting the fire extinguisher ready.
Yeah, that might be it. Oh, there, that should be lots. Yeah, yeah. That won't start a fire. I don't know what will. Flame. Almost. Wow, we can't be too far off on the ignition and stuff
There's
either.
a giant blast of fire that came out the top.
Yeah, sometimes happens when you're doing this.
That looks awesome.
We might have to adjust all the rockers and stuff again. Oh, hey, look at that. We got nice spillage there. That should create a good fire. Try it again. I'm surprised it's firing, actually. Well, that didn't sound very good. It actually ran a little bit. You ready with the fire extinguisher? Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're gonna fill in the garage with smoke. Wow. Hey, all right. Let's try it one more time. Well, I think she might actually run. We might have, we'll probably change the oil and stuff like that before we go too much further. Adjust all the rockers. Wow, one more try. Let's give it a little more juice. See what happens. Oh, it was knocking a bit.
Maybe it needs more fuel.
Well, I think the carburetor is closing off, so we're not getting enough air.
Oh, fireman.
See if that sticks a little bit, see what happens. Now fix the throttle. Well, I think she's gonna work. I don't know if we got oil pressure now.
You got a lot of flames on camera.
We'll add more fuel, that makes more flames. See what happens. What could possibly go wrong? Have that fire extinguisher ready. That's a good sign. I think she's going to run. So, next step is to sort out the fuel system, give it an oil change, adjust all the rockers, and this might actually run, man. Talk to you in a bit. So, let's look around the garage. Oh, look at all that. Isn't that lovely stuff to breathe in? Well, it should run though. That's exciting. Can't believe that. I kind of can because it's a Chev, but kind of not. By the way, the last this was registered, as far as I know, was like 1985. So it's been sitting for maybe 30 years. But just goes to show you how good these engines are.
Here, let's try this. Not too bad. I wouldn't invite. Okay, here we go. Well, it's dripping. It's not.
Is it coming out with water or is it coming out with Is it coming out with water or is it coming out with water?
There we go. You know what? It's pouring out like crazy.
That's not oil.
That's just that's bad. Shouldn't have run it as much as we did. Oh well. Didn't really give a shit about the engine, so.
Nothing yet. I'd say it's mostly water. It's filling up. Oh no, it's only half full. It'll be fine.
Yeah, but as the stream slows down,
Yeah, we'll see if it actually turns into any kind of
sludge and stuff.
viscosity. No, not really. It's just oil-colored water at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not good. Good thing we changed her.
Yeah, good thing we didn't go out running around. All right, we've got it back together.
Let's try it. Turn it over like it's got no compression.
It is spinning though. That's the part that we cranked on for hours and hours.
Look at that. Do it again. Yeah, okay, stop.
That sounds different. That's all right.
It's actually cranking. Sounding very much how it should.
Good.
Gotta go. Ready?
Yep. Look at that. Look at that. That was filled up that exhaust pretty quick, eh? And the funny thing is, it's coming out right behind the. I don't think there's any tailpipe to the end. That's for sure. But that's pretty cool.
That went good. Okay, so what we've done is we've adjusted the lash and all the rockers. We've cleaned up the spark plugs because we knew they were going to have oil on them. We took them out, just run them under a blowtorch, heat them up, clean them up a little bit. We made sure they were all sparking. We're going to try it again, dump some fuel down the carb. Let's see what happens. Okay, well, there you go. This thing's been sitting for like 30 years. Locked up engine, we got it running. We're gonna see if we can get it driving next. Stick with us.